This is NDTV. And you're watching NDTV Hindu.
Good evening and welcome to Headlines Now on NDTV Hindu. I'm Evelyn Matthew, bringing you all of the day's top stories making it to the headlines at 8 p.m. tonight.
Well, after that smooth sailing through the West Indies tour in the Caribbean, it seems like Team India has been selected significantly for the English tour now coming up.
Well, that apart, two Marias keep us busy tonight, one on the Wimbledon courts and the other from a cold-blooded murder that has its own twists and turns. But that apart, there's plenty more happening in the city as well as the state of Tamil Nadu, so let's take you through our local headlines. A fortnight after a cordial meet with Dr. Singh, top sources suggest Amma will visit Delhi again. She could find a keen listener in the Prime Minister in a meet chaired by him. The DMK youth wing, headed by MK Stalin, meet today and raise a stink over the ruling government stand on the common syllabus, asks for immediate implementation. Good news for construction companies. Sand prices are likely to come down this week after the government decided to open 85 quarries. More power to technology when it comes to making last benchers come out with fine colors. Pictures and videos help these children achieve an A+.
All this technology-enabled learning helps a student in terms of the retention capability in memory.
Going under the scalpel for a sex change may be free of cost at the government hospitals, but it is one accompanied with difficulties. And the Indian selectors named Dhoni as captain and Gautam Gambhir as vice captain for the forthcoming English tour. Let's also take you through some of the national headlines we're tracking at this hour. Maria Susairaj, co-accused in the Neeraj Grover murder case, says she's innocent and plans to appeal against the verdict. The Grovers slam her claim. Team Anna meets Sonia Gandhi ahead of the all-party meeting on the Lokpal bill, says talks are productive. Reports of reality show offers for Maria. Shyam Benegal slams Ram Gopal Verma for saying he wants to cast her in his next film. After being stranded for more than 2 weeks on the Juhu beach, MV Wisdom is finally refloated. Defence Secretary Pradeep Kumar is the new Chief Vigilance Officer. Sushma Swaraj says there was unanimity in the selection panel. Let's start off with some news from the world of cricket first. 12 Indian selectors have in fact named the 17-member squad for the England tour that's coming up. The team will be led by MS Dhoni, who is going to be the captain of the team, and he's going to be assisted by Gautam Gambhir, who is going to be taking over as the vice captain. Abhinav Mukund, Rahul Dravid, VVS Lakshman, Suresh Raina, Bhaji and Srishant have all found their way into this team as well. Gambhir is back after a shoulder injury which kept him out of the ongoing tour of the West Indies. Meanwhile, the likes of Sachin Tendulkar, Zaheer Khan and Yuvraj Singh have also made a comeback. Meanwhile, Virender Sehwag, who is recuperating from a surgery to fix his injured shoulder, will join the team a fortnight later. Joining us live right now is our sports reporter Natasha Doraiswamy. Natasha, take us through some of the highlights of this team in particular in comparison with the Windies team.
Well, to start off with, Evelyn, it certainly is a much older, senior, wiser team that we'll be playing witness to for this English series that's coming up next month. Now, in comparison, as you had asked just now, if you see the two teams, the young team certainly has performed without the senior players, no doubt, but it is the Caribbean and it isn't such a testing ground as compared to, of course, the England tour. So therefore, the fact that the likes of Zaheer Khan, Sachin Tendulkar, MS Dhoni had already been captaining the test series in West Indies, but him aside, now if you take Gautam Gambhir, despite all the controversy that surrounded him, through the end of the IPL and of course through the selection committee meetings that happened in Chennai, and the fact that we had highlighted so much of the questions really that had been put to Gautam Gambhir and his place in the squad, his shoulder injury. The club versus country debate had been going on for quite some time. But really, the BCCI seems to have gone past all of that and selected him as the vice captain to partner, of course, MS Dhoni in this particular series to England. Now, if you take a look at the other possible players that have already come into this squad, it's Srishant, who was to see a doctor and a therapist, of course, a physiotherapist in England as well before the series, but now he seems to be all clear through his injuries, and he's in the squad right now presently through to the England tour. Praveen Kumar, who's been through quite a bit, who's also featured in this test series. I think they're looking to rest him only after this particular series. Munaf Patel, Ishant Sharma, Bajji, Suresh Raina. Particular performance to highlight really from the West Indies tour already that has been completed so far. VVS Lakshman, of course, somebody who we certainly cannot leave out of a test squad for India, and Rahul Dravid, of course, as well. Significant names, senior players all coming into the squad. That is the highlight of this particular team selection.
Well, that will also perhaps translate into the performance when we see that happen for that English show. Thanks very much indeed, Natasha, for joining us with those inputs. Let's get on to some political news now. Amma will be Delhi-bound once again. At least that's what our top sources tell us today. The Chief Minister is scheduled to travel on the 5th of July for a meeting chaired by the Prime Minister on the 6th of July. This comes a fortnight after her meeting with Dr. Manmohan Singh at the capital, which was viewed as very cordial, with Dr. Singh rather being positive about the Sri Lankan issue as well. The meeting is expected to speed up power projects in the various states, and Tamil Nadu may have a keen year, as there have been growing appreciation towards Ms. Jayalalitha in the near past. Earlier on the 14th of June, Jayalalitha had demanded that 1,000 megawatts of power from the central pool be given to Tamil Nadu until the 2012 May, and also had urged Dr. Manmohan Singh to expedite the long-pending power projects like the one at Neyveli. Now, builders in the state can now rejoice, as the price of sand is likely to fall considerably in a week's time. The good news comes as the government has been taking efforts to open 85 new quarries across the state, out of which 40 have already started functioning. At the same time, the Public Works Department Minister has also warned that stringent action will be taken against those creating artificial scarcity and a price hike for sand as well. In some more political news, the DMK youth wing headed by MK Stalin met today and raised their opposition about the ruling government's stand over a plethora of issues, taking on the education issue in particular. They insisted that every child should have access to it, and so the common syllabus needed to be implemented at the earliest by this year itself. The group added that public money was being wasted over the books printed for this academic year. They also raised a stink over the reasons the Jayalalitha was coming up with over not using the new Secretariat complex. The members have decided to meet the public of the suburban areas as well often to take up their grievances.
தலைவர் கலைஞர் அரசால் கொண்டு வரப்பட்ட பல்வேறு நலத்திட்டங்களில் ஒன்றான சமச்சீர் கல்வியை அமல்படுத்த தவறிய ஜெயலலிதா அரசை இந்த கூட்டம் வன்மையாக கண்டிக்கிறது. அனைத்து தரப்பினரும் பாராட்டும் வகையில் புது பொலிவுடன் திகழும் புதிய தலைமைச் செயலகத்தை பயன்படுத்த முன்வராமல் போலியான கற்பனை கலந்த காரணங்களை கூறி மீண்டும் செயின்ட் ஜார்ஜ் கோட்டைக்கு சட்டப்பேரவை செயலகத்தை மாற்றியிருக்கும் அதிமுக அரசின் நடவடிக்கைகளை இந்த கூட்டம் வன்மையாக கண்டிக்கிறது.
Now, the 5 missing Tamil fishermen from Rameshwaram are finally back, quashing fears of being taken into Lankan custody once again. In fact, a rescue team that was sent on the high seas for search operations reported that the boat that the men were travelling in was stranded at Katchathiva after a technical failure of the engines. They are now on safer ground and back home at Rameshwaram.
அன்னைக்குள்ள வளைஞ்சிட்டு இருந்தேன். வளைஞ்சிட்டு இருக்கும்போது ரொம்ப நேரமாக எங்களை யாரும் பார்க்கவே இல்லை. நாங்கள் அன்னைக்குள்ளே இருக்கும்போது எங்களுக்கு டீசல் இல்லாமல் ஆஃப் ஆயிடுச்சு இன்ஜினு. அதோட நான் பக்கத்தில் ஆங்கரை போட்டு கிடந்தேன். ஆனால் எங்களை முதல் நாள் தேடி வந்தாங்க. தேடி வந்தவங்க கவனிக்காமல் போயிட்டாங்க. மறுபடியும் நான் கச்சேரி பக்கத்தில் கிடந்தேன். கிடந்ததில் வந்து மறுபடியும் அவங்க நேயக்காரவங்க கூட்டி வந்து எங்கள் உள்ளவரை பார்த்து அனுப்பிவிட்டு எங்களை வந்து கரை சேர்த்தாங்க.
Moving on, with an increase in the number of non-governmental organizations or NGOs these days, there has been a greater need for professionally trained social workers to meet the demands of the global society and build human resources for inclusive growth. To precisely address this need, the Madras School of Social Work in Egmore has come up with 2 new additions to their curriculum. Lokpriya gathers the details.
The whole process of mindfulness that now has, got so much of attention in the world, I think Madras School taught me that, to live in each moment, to treat everybody with respect, to push yourself at each moment to enjoy it to the fullest.
We are an extension of this identity that we have developed, identified here. That's how the emotional connect is there. So this institution put me into an environment where I discovered myself.
Proud alumni. They have been game changers in social causes. In fact, many of the alumni of Madras School of Social Work have formed an association to help the underprivileged, give career counseling to students, and most importantly, help place the final year students.
Why I feel proud is that they are able to, in whichever organization they're able to make a difference. And the difference is that human approach. Behind the business is a human face they see. So that is a human value with which we prepared our students.
From a thatched hut to a fully equipped institution, the Madras School of Social Work's journey has been a remarkable one. One of the oldest institutions in South India, the college has been constantly innovating and keeping pace with the social sector. The college has introduced 2 new courses starting this academic year, postgraduate in NGO management and postgraduate in HR and organizational development, aimed at catering to the diversified needs of the social spectrum.
With a rich heritage to its name, the institution marches into its 60th year, providing professionally trained social workers who act as changing agents in the ever-dynamic society. In Chennai, Lokpriya, NDTV Hindu.
When we come back on headlines now, sex change may be free at our government hospitals, but those looking at an operation have many reasons to grumble about. More when we come back.